Okay. I recently got a question from someone who asked me about the fact that their attorney had them put a daily log together of what goes on a daily basis. And I can tell you that's probably most brilliant idea I've ever heard. You know why? Because most of us take for granted all of the little things we do on a regular basis. You don't believe me? Let me give you an exercise. Take 2 days, Monday and a Tuesday. What I want you to do is at the end of Monday, at about whatever time right before you go to bed, I want you to break out a journal. And I want you to write what time you go to bed after you're done. But I also want you to describe everything in painstaking details that you did that day. Every day. Everything. Everything. Okay? Now, everything. Just write it out. Then what I want you to do the next day is when I want you to wake up, I want you to make a journal, keep it in your pocket of everything you do, what time you do it, and how long you do it. I want from the time you wake up, what time did you wake up? What did you do when you get up? Don't sugarcoat it. Don't leave out anything. When you got up, how long, you woke up at 8 o'clock in the morning. Did you just sit up and put your slippers on and go to the bathroom? When you went to the bathroom, how long were you in the bathroom? What did you do when you were in the bathroom? And every time you go to the bathroom, you brush your teeth, made your clothes, comb your hair, things like that. Document the whole day. And let me tell you what's going to happen. At the end of the day, you're going to look at the journal. I want you to put the two journals next to each other. The Monday where you only had to try to remember everything that happened that day, and the Tuesday where you documented everything that day. I'm almost 120% confident that you're going to see that the day that you documented all day on Tuesday is going to be so much more detailed. And you're going to count and see the things that stand out. Like, for instance, count the number of hours you were in the bed. Like, let's say you wrote down, I went to the couch, laid on the couch here for an hour. I went and laid in bed for a few hours. You're going to see that during the course of a normal day, it's like you went to bed at 10 o'clock at night, you got up at 8 o'clock in the morning, you slept all the day for about a good 6-7 hours. And you went to the bathroom, 8-10 times. And you're like, man, I didn't realize this. That is the kicker. That's why that representative had you do that exercise. You know why? Because of what happens is when you go into court, there's a question that almost all reps ask. What's a typical day like for you? And people always overview. Seriously, they always give an overview. They're like, oh, well, what happened was I got up, got something to eat, went to the bathroom, went back to bed, got up, got me something, took some medication, went back, by the time the kids were home, talked to them for a little bit, went, got some dinner, went back to bed. You see that? That was probably 10 things. And you did more than 10 things in that one day. So that's why I tell people, be detailed. This is a great exercise to condition your brain to pay attention to all of the details of the things that you do on a regular basis because you take for granted the things that you do. And remember, when they're doing these daily activities, they're looking to extrapolate what you're able to do with how that may be able to function in a workplace. So guess what? When you made that first story of telling them that overview and you looked like you were only laying up in the bed maybe a few hours a day, but in the second one, you were in bed for like 7 hours. Guess which one is the more detailed and the one that gives an accurate reflection of what your daily activities are like? That's the one that you need to rely upon, which is why that attorney should be given a gold star, because what they're doing is they're trying to help condition your mind so that when you go there and you're explaining to the judge what goes on in your life, you won't fluff or blow over or discount things. Because I'm going to tell you, 9 times out of 10, you'll walk out and remember, oh, I should have said this, I should have said that. This exercise will get your brain ready so that you'll say the things that you need to say the day you need to say them. Why is it taking so long for me to get my money after I've been approved? We've had this conversation multiple times, and I cannot even begin to tell you, but I'm going to tell you like I said before. Getting the disability portion is the first half, but the technical portion takes a while because they want to make sure they get your money right. Is there any child support? Is there any workers' comp? Do you have any assets? Whatever that may impact your case. Is there some things they need from you and they're having a hard time finding you? The reality is that they need, Social Security needs relevant information about you in order to calculate your benefits for two reasons. One, they want to make sure they get it right. They don't want to shortchange you any money. And a lot of times people are like, why does it take so long? You don't want Social Security to screw your money up. So if it means a few months, take those few months. You've been waiting a couple of years already. It's a few more months to get your money right. You'll appreciate. Two, if they screw it up, guess who pays that money back? You. That's right, I said it. So don't let yourself get caught up in the haze of being so anxious. And I know what happens. You get approved, you get excited, happy days are here again, and you want to do the jig around this thing, and you don't know what to do with yourself. Sit down and relax. They're gonna get you your money. Just give them a chance to get it right.